It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Hurts going to move him around. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. You talk about this Washington defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now a second down throw for Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air goes Daniels. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Daniels now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead.
How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Daniels going to throw again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Jones will come now in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he gets it down to the 32. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, Bank at the 39-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. 19 tight. Now Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Daniels looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 2nd down, Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued... And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now back to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard from 21 yards away. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 24, check 24.
On second down, it's Daniels. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second down, Daniels. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So nothing doing there. And now third down and 6 to go. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw, Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 109 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.